Our first honoree is Michael Ajemian, Director of Sales for Barilla American. Michael is a Southern California food industry veteran who's supported virtually every single industry, service organization, and function that I can think of. I know I've been with him on many of them, and he's spent his whole career in our industry supporting and giving back. To introduce Mike today is Olivia Hakey. Olivia was born in Tucson, Arizona, and moved to Long Beach in 2008 with her family. Olivia has always been interested in social activism. In her freshman year, she enrolled in social justice classes at school. Her teacher saw her passion for the subject and selected her to attend CCEJ's Building Bridges camp in February 2018. When she went to camp, she found exactly what she wanted to do in the future. Olivia grew up very shy, but through camp, Olivia found a community of people that she could relate to and receive unconditional support from to overcome her shyness. Olivia is a junior at Millikan High School in Long Beach, where she serves as the president of her school's Building Bridges Human Relations Club. She's also a trained Building Bridges youth leader, which she says has boosted her confidence and her leadership skills. Her favorite part of being a leader is the chance to build emotional connections with other youth. After graduating from high school, she plans to attend college and is interested in studying counseling. Please welcome Olivia.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olivia Hakey. First of all, I would sincerely like to thank everyone for attending tonight. I'm sure everyone here has different experiences with their introduction to CCEJ. I was introduced to CCEJ when I was a freshman in high school. I have been involved since I attended Building Bridges Racial Justice Camp in February of 2018. I had always been interested in social justice advocacy, so by going to camp and continuing to volunteer as a youth leader, I felt more confident, aware, and I felt just like I was at home. But that is only a fraction of Michael Ajemian's involvement. He has been involved with CCEJ for over 20 years. I am truly honored to be introducing such a kind, caring, and genuine person. Immediately after I was told that I had the honor of interviewing him, I had to do some research. I learned about all the achievements he has received and the fact that he is Director of Sales for Barilla. So I was intimidated by him. I think it was because Barilla pasta has been a staple in my house for so long. But as the interview progressed, we realized we were very similar. We both appreciate the diversity within Southern California, not just in its residents, but in the plethora of diverse food ideas throughout the area. Michael has worked in the food and beverage industry since he was 16. With all of that experience, he maintained an interest in helping and serving people. From when he was working for 25 cents an hour at a local gas station to his current position, he has maintained the same values. So it was no surprise that when I asked him about ways that this industry is becoming more inclusive, he mentioned that Barilla has taken steps to successfully promote diversity. He is part of a group that supports LGBTQ+ diversity within the workplace. He eagerly encourages other companies to do the same. But his passion for supporting others comes from an Armenian upbringing. When asked what his most meaningful accomplishment was, he replied his family. Like Barilla, he emphasizes the idea of family and how meaningful it is to build community. From community to leading with your heart and trust, he promotes exactly what CCEJ stands for. That even when we discuss social justice topics that we dive into at camp, like the history of privilege and oppression, he did not shy away. He shared that his knowledge of social justice and advocacy has helped him become more mindful of the ways that people experience discrimination. Even though at first I was intimidated by Michael, I think that we formed a strong connection. We even shared that our experience losing our fathers. My father passed away when I was only 12 years old. Michael had lost his father recently too, and we talked about how challenging it is to lose one of our role models, who we love so much. Something important Michael shared that I think everyone here can relate to is that every experience in life, no matter how challenging, has made us who we are, and there is no shame in that. I think that if both of our fathers were here today, they would be immensely proud. Finally, Finally, I would like to end this speech in a quote that Michael shared that perfectly describes why he deserves this award. Live with an open heart. Thank you.
Wow. Good evening. Thank you to the CCEJ for this amazing honor. I am truly humbled to be honored alongside two well-deserving gentlemen who give so much back to the communities our companies serve. Congratulations to Bryan and Kevin. It's a privilege and an honor to share the stage with you. I'd like to thank Jerry Whitmore and Bob Paul from the bottom of my heart for the role you guys played in me being honored tonight. You both have been inspirations in our industry for a long time of how to be successful in business while giving back to our communities. I am proud to call you my friends. Thank you to Kevin Davis of Bristol Farms for chairing this event and for being such a champion for the food industry and a shining example of what corporate charitable giving is. You are involved with so many fine organizations like CCEJ, City of Hope, Olive Crest, WAFC, and many others. We are all lucky to have you as a friend. Thank you to the team at CCEJ, Catherine, Kimmy, Jesse, Kathleah, the CCEJ staff and volunteers, and all my friends in the industry that worked on the dinner committee. Andy Copeland, thank you for your tireless effort and follow through to make this dinner a success. And a special thank you again to Mickey Sharp of Villanueva, who led the Light the Way fundraiser this evening. Thank you for buying the lanterns. And thank you to everyone who supported CCEJ by buying seats and attending tonight's event. Our Southern California food industry is truly amazing. As Kevin mentioned, over the last several years, we've raised more than $2 million for CCEJ, so thank you all. Olivia, thank you, Olivia, for that wonderful intro. Fantastic job. Olivia and I met briefly at Building Bridges Camp in April, and then we had an opportunity to speak at length a couple months later when we learned more about each other. I really enjoyed our conversation and getting to know more about you. I came away from that discussion very optimistic about the future, knowing that we have such bright and socially aware youth among us. Olivia, you're an impressive young lady. Keep following your passion, and I know you're destined to do great things. Thank you to my employer, Barilla, and my manager, Tim Nuttall, for encouraging me and giving me the opportunity to be involved in and support organizations like CCEJ, City of Hope, Olive Crest, the Illuminators, and others. I feel very fortunate to work for a company that cares about giving back to the communities we serve. Without their support, I would not be here tonight. Thank you, Tim, Dave, Alan, David, and Sandy for attending tonight. Your friendships mean so much to me. And last but not least, thank you to my family for your never-ending support. My cousin Anik for being the sister I never had and always being there for us. My son Nico, who just graduated from the University of Washington but could not be here tonight because he started his career in Seattle as a consultant with Accenture. We're so very proud of him. Lastly, and most important, my amazing wife, Margie. We have been at each other's side for more than 35 years. Yes, you could do the math, I guess. You have always been my rock and always been there to support me. You are truly my best friend and my soulmate, and I love you with all my heart. Thank you. I'd look to end my speech tonight with some profound quote from a famous philosopher, but I really couldn't come up with anything. So instead, I decided to quote a graffiti tagger's work I saw on the side of a building. It was pretty profound. It's said, the totality of all good is made up of single acts of kindness. Be kind to one another. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of the evening.